To learn how to enter survey data into SPSS, it might be easiest to understand through an example. In this video, we will demonstrate the process of entering data from a questionnaire used in our survey, which constituted the research sample for our article, published in Journal of Global Business and Trade in 2023. Before entering data in SPSS, you need to check the completed questionnaire. You need to make a rule for what to do with incomplete, blank, unclear, or double answers. Now that you have made your rules and decided how to handle each problem, you need to make these rules clear to whoever will enter the data. The questionnaire and dataset of our research are available to download in the description of this video. In the questionnaire, each of questions can be considered a variable. For coding answers, first, click on the Variable View tab at the bottom left of your screen. In this window, you will see 11 columns that will allow you to input the variable name, type of variable, width, number of decimals, variable label, value labels, missing values other than blanks, columns, align data left or right, measurement type, and variable role. We now begin to enter information to name, label, and define the characteristics of the variables used in our questionnaire. Click in the blank box directly under name. Type company in this box. Then, press enter. This will insert the program's default characteristics for your new variable. For this assignment, we will change type of variable to string, by click on numeric, and then click on the small blue box with 3 dots. In the variable type window, click string. String would be used if you input words or letters. The labels can be up to 40 characters, but it is best to keep them about 20 or less, or your outputs may be difficult to read. Let's continue to enter other string variable in the questionnaire. Every time we have a possible answer such as yes or no, like in this question. For such variable, after creating it, change decimal to 0 because we just want natural number. In the values column, click on the word none, and you will see a small blue box with 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots. You will see value label window. Type value of 1, and then type label yes in the values and labels. Then click on add. Now, type value of 2 for no. Then, click on add, and click OK. Here we have a variable of year of establishment, and also the variable of firm age. Now, we create a new variable of year of establishment. For the variable of firm age, there is no reason to have any decimal places, because people were asked to choose only one of the 5 options. Under Values, click on None, and then click on the small blue box with 3 dots. In the Value Labels window, type 1 in the value box, type less than 3 years in the label. Then click Add. Do the same with the rest. Enter value of 2, corresponding to firm having age from 3 to less than 5 years old. Value of 3 corresponds to firms having age from 5 to less than 10 years old. Value of 4 corresponds to firms having age from 10 to less than 20 years old. Value of 5 corresponds to firms having age of more than 20 years old. You can do the same with the others variables. Here, we have questions that allow participants to circle one of the values, for indicating their assessment of the impact of new protectionist measures on Vietnamese exports. Values from 1 to 5 correspond to the ordered levels of impact, ranging from no impact to very negative impact. Now, let's create this variable. For this variable, there is no reason to have any decimal places, because people were asked to choose only one of the 5 options. Under Values, click on None, and then click on the small blue box with 3 dots. In the Value Labels window, type 1 in the value box, type No Impact in the label. Then click Add. Repeat this process for value from 2 to 5, that correspond to respectively small negative impact, strongly negative impact, and very negative impact. We do the same operations with the others variables, until finishing all of variable in the questionnaire. We do the same operations with the others variables, until finishing all a variable in the questionnaire. After defining and labeling the variables, the next task is to enter the data directly from fulfilled questionnaires. We will take here example of a fulfilled questionnaire to enter data into SPSS. To enter the data, ensure that your data editor is showing. If it is not already highlighted, click on the far left column, which should say company. To enter the data into this highlighted column, Simply type the number or letters and click enter or press the right arrow. For example, first type HKT consultant, word will show up in the blank space above the row of variable names, and then click enter or press the right arrow, word will be entered into the highlighted box. Next, type Hanoi in the city column and so forth. Note that the spreadsheet has numbers down the left-hand side. These numbers represent each subject in the study. The data for each participant's questionnaire go on one, and only one line across the page with each column, representing a variable from our questionnaire. Therefore, the first column will be company, the second will be city, the third will be respondent, and so forth. Keep entering your data to complete this window. If you click on this button, the value labels instead of the numbers will show. If you make a mistake when entering data, correct it by clicking on the cell will be highlighted, type the correct score, and press enter. Continue to enter all of fulfilled questionnaires into SPSS. Finally, we obtain the dataset of our research sample. Before you do any analysis, compare the data on your questionnaires with the data in the data editor. If you have lots of data, a sample can be checked, but it is preferable to check all of the data. If you find errors in your sample, you should check all the entries. We finish here the video. Thanks for watching and subscribing to our channel. Also, don't hesitate to leave your comments, these will inspire us to create more videos. See you soon in the next videos.